We're here at Open Sauce where a whole bunch of nerds show off all the cool projects they built, and today we're here with
Cam.
I'm Dylan, I'm his brother.
Yeah, and we're with the Handheld CNC Router. So it's sort of a combination between a CNC machine and a normal handheld router. The sort of interaction, I guess, between like a hand tool and a digital fabrication tool. And so if you're familiar with CNC machines, they normally have a fixed gantry, and they take a 3D file or some sort of computer file and then cut them out using some program path. But this, the user is responsible for moving the machine around in the X and Y plane, and then it uses sensors to determine exactly where it is and how it's oriented on the workpiece. And that way, you can just move it roughly along the path, and as long as you're moving it roughly along, it can correct for user error.
Amazing. And I'm assuming like a regular CNC router is huge, right? This thing, it's really compact and really infinite build surface, right?
Exactly, yeah. So you just nailed like a couple of the huge like advantages of this.
Yeah.
The main thing is like it's tiny, so I can like fit this in my suitcase and just go wherever I want with it, and I have a CNC machine. And so like, and then the other thing is, as like pretty much as far as you can move it along your workpiece, that's how big your work bounds are.
So cool. And then I think one of the biggest things that stands out is like kind of the user interface. Do you want to just show us how somebody would go about using this? So you upload a file, whether it's your CAD or whatever. You upload it to the machine. I want to start milling. What do I do?
Yeah, so it's a super simple user interface right now. We just have a couple hard-coded paths in here, but you pretty much just scroll to find the path that you want, click it once you have it, and then this will tell you where to go. So it just instructs you how to push the machine, and then you keep these red buttons pressed down so that
like the safety engagement. Yeah, cool.
So if you let go, it tells the router that you're not fully in control and will stop the cut.
And I assume if you accidentally move it left a little bit, it'll compensate so the shape is
perfect. No matter how you rotate it or how you move it, it'll be able to correct for that. So it's essentially eliminating user error.
So cool. And that's perfect, even though you weren't precisely following the path, it just did that.
Yeah,
that's incredible. And then how is it sensing a movement? Is there little roller bearings, or like what type of sensors are there?
Yeah, so it's pretty much just a computer mouse. So it's using 4 of these sensors, optical flow sensors, and those are the same sensors that are on like high-end computer mice.
Right.
And those are tracking the surface deviations as it's moving across, and then from that you can get position and orientation of the device.
Cool. And then safe to assume the pens, just for demonstration, you could have a router slot in here and do wood.
Exactly, yeah. So we designed it for a Dremel, and that's just a super easy tool that's like really easy to get cutting. And then this entire plate is modular, so you can replace that Dremel for a more higher power spindle if you wanted to, and cut material easier.
Amazing. And then what's the hardest engineering problem you had to solve on this, whether hardware or software?
It was definitely getting the actual like positioning and orientation from these sensors. Like, I guess that was the most non-trivial part of this whole thing, is because these sensors are getting velocity, and it's like as you're moving a mouse along, it's just getting movement data. It doesn't know if you rotate it, and so we're using 4 different sensors so that we can tell, like, depending on how a sensor moves relative to the other one, you get rotation, you get movement, and then
a lot of trigonometry going on.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. Trigonometry, geometry, integration, and then you take all of that to get the position and orientation of the device.
Very cool, man. Really cool little project here. I think it's pretty incredible how you can take something so large scale, like a CNC machine, and scale it down. If somebody wants to follow along with this project, check it out more, see more about you guys, where can they find you?
Yeah, so just on my website. I guess I have the QR code over there, but maybe we can link that somewhere.
Like, say it out loud.
It's CameronChaney.com, and it's going to be somewhere in there. Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Definitely check the one out, guys. This is cool. Thank you for watching.